All right, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'm Anjana Vijay Singh. I'm the Group CEO of PBSS Group. First of all, let me thank FITIS Software Chapter for giving us this opportunity to present future ready enterprises for you all. Meantime, let me just give a briefing about what is PBSS Group. PBSS Group has been in the software solution industry for the last 23 years. We are the SAP Gold partner and Odoo partner, and we have our vertical solutions like HR and payroll solutions, apparel verticals, plantation verticals, fleet management systems, likewise, many vertical solutions as well. In a brief, that's about us. So we are ISO certified company and we are a great place to work certified company as well. So having said all this, let's move with the webinar agenda. So today's topic is about future ready enterprises. And when it comes to future ready enterprises, we are going to talk about choosing and learning the right ERP to win tomorrow. That's all about it. This is the agenda for today. I'll be giving an introduction to the ERPs and why do you need an ERP system for your organization and why do you need ERP knowledge as a professional and also selection of an ERP and the partner. And finally, introduction to certain ERPs handled by PBS. So when it comes to the definition of ERPs, these are software solutions that addresses all the needs of an enterprise, that is companies, with the purpose of an organization to meet the organizational goals and integrate all the functions of the enterprise. Any organization, there are organizational goals, right? So to achieve those goals, we need to have integrated functions. That is, ERP is bringing all the functions into one single platform. So that is, in a simple manner, a definition of ERP. So when it comes to ERPs, before moving into the modern ERPs, we need to understand the evolution of the business applications over the period of time. So there were many systems in the past like MIS, that is Management Information Systems, then EIS, Executive Information Systems, CIS, Corporate Information Systems, which have been operating as business applications. Afterwards, with the planning systems, because people understood the system need planning as well. So then the planning systems came in 1970s, starting with material requirement planning, that is MRP. Then manufacturing resource planning as another extension to the previous MRP, that is in 1980. So that's about planning systems. Then what happens was during the ERP evolution, all these systems, three systems with these planning systems became the ERP system. So at the moment, ERP systems are consist of all these functions. That's in a brief evolution of ERP systems. So before moving into ERP selection areas and what are the ERPs available in the market, you need to get an understanding about the market segmentation or market categorization, we call it. So any of our companies, any company in the world fall into these categorizations. So there are small markets, there are SMEs, there are mid markets and enterprise markets. So let's see what are these categorizations in a summary form. When it comes to market categorizations, there are parameters actually. Based on these parameters only, the market categorization take place. Let me start with the small market. If your company is having around up to 20 employees and out of which 5 number of users are going to be using systems, and if your revenue is up to 100 million per annum, then you are falling into small market categorization. And at the same time, if your company is having 20 to 100 employees, and out of which maximum up to 40 employees are going to use the system as system users. And if your company annual turnover is up to 300 million, then you are falling, that is, you are coming under SME category. When it comes to mid-market, your number of employees need to be between 100 to 1,000. And also the number of users based on these number of employees would be maximum 250, minimum 40. Then your annual turnover should be up to 100 million. So then you are coming under mid-market category. Finally, the enterprise level, that is the highest level. If you are having over 1,000 employees and over 250 users, system users, and about 1,000 million turnover per annum, then you are falling into enterprise category. In broad categorization, this is how the companies are categorized into different markets. So you can do your own evaluation and see which category your company is falling into. So having said that, softwares, that is ERPs or packages, also fall into different software categorizations. So we call it business software pyramid. You can see there are tier 1 systems, tier 2 systems, and tier 3 systems. So let me start with the smallest one, that is the tier 3 lowest level. Under this, there are, if I take the global brands, Odoo, Sage 50, QB, Mayo, and Tally. These systems are falling under tier 3 category in the software pyramid. If I move into tier 2 means the middle level layer, SAP Business One HANA, Microsoft Business Central, then Info, again Odoo serve the tier 2 as well, and Oracle NetSuite. These are the leading products, known brands in the world, which is coming under tier 2 category. The final category is tier 1, that is the highest level of category. SAP Cloud ERP, that comes in public and private, and then Oracle Fusion and IFS. These are the products coming under tier 1 category. So if you take the software, business software pyramid, this is how it works. Okay, then let me give a briefing about the global software giants for you to get an understanding about their brands. So let me start with SAP because they are the world #1 ERP brand. They are from head office is in Germany, and they are the clear leader among Fortune 1000, Global 5000 and enterprises. And they support different verticals. SAP is having vertical solutions. If you are representing different verticals in the world, so SAP has solutions for each vertical. And SAP products are SAP S/4HANA Public and Private Cloud and SAP Business One HANA. These are their products. That is about SAP. Then another brand, leading brand in the world is Oracle. When it comes to Oracle, they operate, their head office is in USA, and they are the second player in the ERP market. And the product is Oracle Fusion, Oracle JD Edwards, and Oracle NetSuite. Okay, another giant in the ERP field is Info. Again, they are from USA. They are the 4th largest in the ERP manufacturing. They are also vertical oriented, and you can see their products also. And next is Microsoft. It's a popular brand. Again, they operate from USA. Even though Microsoft is into ERP, their main area is not ERP, as you know. So they are again among top 5, and they are into strong manufacturing and distribution capabilities. They are ERPs. And Dynamics 365 Business Central are their products. So in a nutshell, these are the leaders in the market when it comes to ERP global brands. Okay, so why do you need an ERP for your organization? There has to be a reason behind that. When it comes to objectives of a company, specifically a private sector company, main objective is obviously profitability. Without that, no private company would operate. So as you know, when it comes to profitability, to increase the profitability, what are the options we have? Okay, but there are options available to increase the profitability. One is obviously either you can increase the revenue, thereby achieve the profitability, or else you can reduce the cost. That's another way of doing that. Say if the market is competitive, if you feel at the moment you can't increase the revenue, you can increase the revenue only up to a certain point, then you can see how you can reduce the cost. That way also you can increase the profitability. So when it comes to achieving these goals, then only the systems comes into play. ERPs comes into play. So first we need to ask the question, even if there's a need, whether can we wait? If the answer for this is yes, the reasons could be why you can wait, could be because you are already having a good system running. That could be one of the reasons. Then you don't need the ERP, no, or you don't have no management commitments. That is, if the management is not committed for an ERP system, then obviously you have to wait. Then finally, no financial problems. If you, at the moment, if you don't have any financial challenges, then yes, you can wait. On the other hand, there are instances where you can't wait also. There are reasons for that. One is tough competition. That is, in the market, there's a tough competition where you need to face that competition. Then for that, you need a proper ERP system. Another reason would be that is multi-location operation. That is, if your operations are so complicated, if your operations are taking place from multiple locations, multiple regions, then obviously you have to have a proper ERP system in place. Finally, if you are planning to grow, it could be locally, it could be globally, then obviously you have to have a proper ERP system. So these instances, you can't wait. Instead, you have to go for a proper ERP system. So let's see, why do you need an ERP system for your organization? What are the reasons, or what are the advantages you get out of getting an ERP system? One would be you need to have real-time visibility about your decisions and planning. Now, if you remember those days, I mean, very old days, we used to get systems like accounting packages, business systems, only to get the P&L and balance sheet. But that is not the case anymore. Now the real-time data is required to get the visibility for the decision-making and planning purpose. That is one of the prime reasons. Next would be centralized data in one system. If you remember, again, in the good old days, we used to have data silos. We used to have multiple systems. We used to have different systems or different data silos. But now that doesn't work. You have to have a centralized system where all the data is interconnected, where you can take decisions. Then automating of manual tasks to achieve efficiency and productivity. This is another reason why you need a system, because you can't run everything manual. You have to have automated system because I mentioned now, to increase the profitability, you can reduce the cost as well. So to reduce the cost, one way of doing that is efficiency and obviously productivity, achieving the productivity. Then better controls and compliance, because when it comes to our data or when it comes to our processes, we have to have proper controls and compliance requirements as well. If so, again, a good ERP system should be in place. Then fast and accurate reporting. That is, reporting is important. One thing is, when it comes to operations, you need proper reporting and fast reporting. Not only that, accurate reporting as well. Then improved customer experience. What do you mean by customer experience? That is how customer feels when you serve the customer. When your organization give a service to the customer, how customer feels is all about customer experience. Because if the customer feels good about your service, then one thing is they tend to give repeat business. We call it upselling and cross-selling. And not only that, they give recommendations about your organization to the other companies, where you will get more business, new business in the future. Okay, so why do you need a ERP system? Another would be cost savings across operations, because once you start monitoring your costings through the system, obviously you can find out what are the ways you can save cost as well. And also, if you want to scale your business, if you want to grow your business, it could be in terms of products, it could be in terms of services, it could be in terms of regions. Then obviously you have to have a proper system in place. Then better inventory and cash flow control, because inventory management is nowadays in modern world is extremely important. Why? Having unnecessary inventories means cost, right? Obviously, because your money is stuck in somewhere. So to avoid that and do better cash flow controls, you have to have a proper system in place. Then enhanced collaboration across teams, because I already mentioned we are going to bring everything into one centralized place. I mean processes, then that way collaboration will be improved. So those are the reasons why you need the ERP for your organization. Now we spoke about organizations. What about you as a professional? So why do you need the ERP knowledge as a professional? Okay. Again, there are reasons. One is to understand the full business processes, because if you do, as a professional, if you don't have understanding about the full business processes, you are not competitive, right? You will not be able to work with cross-functional teams. Another would be improve data-driven decision making, because if you are a professional person, obviously for the decision-making part, you need proper data. Also, the knowledge boosts the efficiency and problem solving as well. Because if you have knowledge about ERPs, obviously it boosts your efficiency and your problem solving skill as well. Another reason would be, and this enhance the teamwork across departments, because when it comes to a working environment, or if you are running a business to that matter, you have to work with multiple teams, multiple departments. If so, you have to have a proper teamwork, and then for that, obviously your ERP knowledge will be useful as an individual. Then increase professional value, obviously, no, because when you have knowledge about ERP systems, your value as a professional also increase. Then it creates opportunities as well. For example, if you can say, I have the hands-on experience using in this ERP brand, obviously it will increase your value as a professional. Finally, prepare you for leadership in a digital world, because nowadays it's a digital world, whether we like it or not, right? So if you are to survive in the digital world and take leadership roles, obviously you have to have understanding about ERP knowledge. So in a nutshell, that's why you need, as a professional, you need ERP knowledge for you. Okay. So when it comes to implementing an ERP for your organization, there are phases you have to follow. Okay. So let's have a look at what are those phases. One thing is you have to select a product. That there's a selection process. Then you have to select the partner also. Then not only that, once you do these two, selection of the product and selection of the partner, then you have to implement also, right? Once you do this, the system need to get implemented as well. And after implementation, there are post-implementation activities as well. So in a nutshell, these are the phases you have to pass when it comes to ERPs for the organizations. So those are called execution phases. So let's start with the first phase, that is selection of the product. When it comes to selection of the product, what are the activities you need to follow in this process, in this phase? One thing is you have to understand the market position of the product. Whatever the product you are considering, you have to see what is the market position of that product, because there are many products, many brands in the market. You need to evaluate and see where this product has been positioned. Then not only that, a number of deployments in the geographical vicinity. That is how mature the product is. That means how maturely this product has been used in different companies, because that's how the products are growing. When the product is in use in many companies, many organizations, many geographical areas, that means obviously product is growing, product is evolving. that particular ERP product is evolving. Then what are the capabilities of the product? And also how much of percentage it fulfills your requirement. Because when it comes to organizations, requirements are different. We might have one requirement, you might have another requirement. If you take another company, it could be some other requirement. So you have to see the capabilities of the product also, because now certain companies are looking for, if it is a manufacturing company as an example, manufacturing planning, production planning, capacity planning. Then you need to see whether the products you all are considering has those capabilities as an example. Then customization capabilities. Why we say customization capabilities? Because sometimes in certain organizations, you all are having unique requirements as well, where sometimes even a standard ERP might not be able to serve. For example, apparel industry, there are unique requirements related to y'all. If it is a plantation, there are unique requirements in that sector. So you have to see whatever the product or brand you are considering, whether it has those customization capabilities. Then whatever it is, after implementation, after sales support is important, because if once the implementation is done, if you don't get enough support from that particular product or the vendor, then there's no use. So you have to check on the after sales support part as well. Finally, your investment plan and budget, because okay, there are 100, there could be 100 products in the market, leading products, but you have to see whether you are capable in investing and whether you have a budget to invest for this particular product. So these are the areas you need to consider when you are selecting the product. So when it comes to selection criteria, usually there are 5 areas considered. So those are called functionalities. Technology, that is functionalities means what are the functionalities available in the product, features available in the product. Then the technology use, because since we are in the modern world, you have to make sure the product is also modern. Product is also with the latest technology platforms. So for that, you need to get an understanding about what is the technology in use. Not only that, the vendor. Who is the vendor of this product or the brand? That is extremely important. Then support, as I already mentioned, support need to be there. Because if you don't get support, because sometimes what happens there, when you are running the product, support requirements could be there. So you have to make sure required support platforms are there, required support methodologies are available with regard to the product you are considering. And finally, the cost. Cost is your investment. Because if you can't afford the product, then there's no point of considering that ERP product. So these are the 5 strategic requirement levels where you need to consider when you are selecting the ERP product. So when it comes to acceptance options, when you are accepting a product, there are mainly 3 ways you can do actually. One is that this is the most simplest way method, that is adopting directly, that is all the functions available in the ERP system. That means whatever the functions available in the ERP system, you are adopting to that directly. That is, you are not going to deviate from what is available in the ERP. What you select, what you do is, you will be adopting to the standards available in the ERP. This is one method. Next method is change the way the firm does the business to fit the product. That is, say now you are having different ways of doing work. But when you are getting the ERP product, you can change the way you are doing business also to suit the product. That is another way. That is called compromising. The final one is customize the ERP to suit your business processes. This is the final one. That is customization. Out of the 3, ideal would be the second one, because if you go for a lot of customization, trust me, it is going to be difficult. Best thing is, because these ERPs, especially the global ERPs, those are created with the global standards. So if you can adapt, if you can compromise and adapt to those products, that is the ideal situation. But having said that, you practically you may require certain amount of customizations as well. So you have to decide the balance rather than demanding a lot of customization. Try to have a balance between these two options. So that is the most accepted acceptance criteria or options. So next is the partner. Now you have considered about the product. Next is partner. Partner is extremely important. When it comes to partner selection, there are ways you can do this. One thing is you have to develop a customized RFP for your organization. Depending on your requirement, you have to create this RFP requirement specifications, what you need related to order to cash, what you need related to cash to pay, what you need, report to record to report, what you need. Likewise, you have to have your RFPs prepared for your organization and distribute it to the software vendors and let them go through it and commit. Say, mark whether those are doable or not doable, or those are out of scope, those are CRs. Likewise, let the vendors mark the RFP points and let you know whether those are those they can meet or not with their products, with their solutions. Then based on the RFP, responses, you have to rank the vendors accordingly. Then finally, plan vendor demos. Once you get all that in place, then you have to invite the vendors to come and do a product demo for you as per the RFP requirements, because then they know exactly what you want. So they have to demonstrate those within their product. Then not only that, it is extremely important that you check the references of the vendor as well. What do you mean by references? That is the work they have done. What are the projects they have already implemented? How is their after sales support? How about their knowledge? How about their competency level? How about their service? What is the experience they are giving already given to the customers? Because existing customers are the best people to vouch about that particular vendor. So it is extremely important you check the references of the vendors. So these are the criteria you have to follow when it comes to partner selection process. Finally, if there are any other factors you feel need to be considered, you can consider those as well. Example, how stable the company is, that particular company is, because if they are into bankrupt, then obviously you can't be a partner with that particular vendor. So likewise, you have to consider those factors as well. Then once you select the product, once you select the partner, then you have to get it implemented. Okay. When it comes to implementation, there are phases followed. These are globally accepted methods. We call them 5-phase methodology: project preparation, then digital discovery, project realization, final preparation, go live, and support. So these are the globally accepted phases when it comes to ERP implementation. So let's have a look. These are I have only summarized, but there are a lot of activities behind these activities. So if you go into project preparation, once you get the purchase order and the advance payment from you pay to the vendor, they do the usually what we follow is we do an internal kickoff. That means now all this time the sales and pre-sales team are involved with the sales. So what we do is internally we do a knowledge transfer to the implementation team, because they are the people who is going to implement the product. So with that, we get conference calls with the project manager of the client and discuss the plan. We have to agree on the plan, go live date, then when are we going to have the kickoff, project kickoff, all need to be agreed. So once all these are finalized, a project kickoff meeting will take place. This is the first activity of the project between the two parties. During this kickoff meeting, the procedures, plans, team structures, all these will be discussed and agreed upon. Then once that is done, the vendor part, that is the partner of the implementation, will do the internal preparation for the scope discovery sessions, sharing the plans with the client. Okay, these are the sessions happening. These are the time slots you need to be there for the scope discovery. Scope discovery means basically detailed requirement gathering. Then we move into the digital discovery phase where whatever the scope items we have already agreed as the vendor will be discussed in detail with you all. That will be done with the business cases, business scenarios, we call it. That is, if it is, say, for example, imports, there could be different scenarios. For example, imports could happen through LCs. Imports could happen through DADP terms. So likewise, imports could be sea freight, imports with air freight. So likewise, scenarios, different scenarios. If it is purchasing, it could be local purchasing, imports. Then local purchasing also cash purchases, credit purchases. Likewise, different scenarios related to each section need to be discussed in detail. And meantime, we'll be requesting for the test servers, then we'll be doing the software installations. And once the digital discovery is over, we'll be doing, as the partner, we'll be doing the mapping of the system with your requirement. Then there will be, we'll be requesting for masters. We'll be, once the mapping is over, we'll be doing the, we'll be sharing you with the master file templates where you need to start filling those. For example, customer master, supplier master, inventory master. It could be warehouse master, bill of material master, likewise. And in between, there will be meetings to discuss these things. And once all these things are done, meantime, we'll be discussing about the report requirements. And if there are CRs, that means change requests, that is as per the, if there's a agreed scope. So if there are any changes or beyond that, those are called change request or CRs. So those also will be discussed. So with that, we'll be preparing the CBSD document, we call it, configuration business scope document. Then we'll be presenting the mapping of the system for you. So that mapping, it's a technical session, but then you will understand how the purchasing will happen, how the sales process will happen, how the import process will happen, likewise. Then once that is done, we can discuss and see like whether those are okay. If there are any changes required, you have to discuss with the partner and then agree on those changes. So after that, once all are finalized, the document need to be signed off. Then partner will start the project realization stage, that is setting up the database, in the sense setting up the system as per this document. So during that period, once that is done, then the UAT comes, user acceptance testing. User acceptance testing means partner will be preparing the test cases for each section. Say, for example, if it is purchasing, say there could be about 50 or 100 test cases. If it is manufacturing, another 75 test cases. Likewise. So each test case, or those test cases, the partner will work with you. First, they give you on-the-job training on your area for the users. Then user get the test cases to enter to the system and check whether their processes are working fine. So test cases need to be marked as pass or fail. Then afterwards, UAT sign off will take place after completion of all these. Then final preparation is where you are getting yourself ready for the go live. That time only the production servers will be deployed and controls will be set up, approval workflows will be set up, reports will be deployed. Then the partner will be requesting for the opening balances as per the agreed cutoff date. Then once you provide the opening balances as per the agreed cutoff date, for example, say 1st April, opening balances will be uploaded to the system. Then once all are in order, go live operation will be starting. Go live means it's actual go live. You will be working with real-time transactions. While the partner will be training your users on the job training. We call it on the job training. That is like one-to-one trainings for your users. So in a nutshell, this is a very lengthy process, but in a nutshell, this is how the implementation process works. So after completion of 1 calendar month, usually in our case, it's 1 calendar month, sign off will take place, and then afterwards project will be transferred to support department. Then whatever the supports coming after that will be handled through support tickets, through the support desk, through a CRM monitored system. In our case, PBSS case, we are using SAP CRM. So all the tickets are run through the SAP CRM. So in a nutshell, that's about implementation and the post-go live supports. So we spoke about ERP products now. So let me just brief you about 3 products which we are dealing with, because we can only explain the products we know now. So let me go through 3 products in different tiers. So let me start with SAP. When it comes to SAP, we are dealing with mainly 2 products, tier 1 product and tier 2 product. Before that, SAP, they are, I already mentioned, they are operating from Germany. They are a very matured ERP company, I would say, because they founded in 1972. You can see how matured they are. They are having over 100,000 employees globally, and they are the market leader when it comes to ERPs, analytics, supply chain, all that. And you can see how strong they are. There are over 215 million cloud users, and they are operating from over 60 data centers worldwide. And they are serving over 400,000 customers and from different countries. You can see how strong the SAP brand is. 77% of the world transactions touches the SAP system. So you can see how strong the SAP brand is, because unlike any other ERP vendor, SAP, this is their only business. They are into ERP only. So because of that, all the funds, all the resources, they deploy for the betterment of their products. So that is about the SAP brand. When it comes to SAP brand, there are mainly 2 products. SAP Cloud ERP, that is the tier 1. Other one is SAP Business One HANA, that is tier 2. These are the most popular 2 brands. So let me start with SAP Cloud ERP. We call it SAP Business Suite. Here you can see there are different layers it works with. It covers the financial management part, then cash flow, supply, human resource capital management, customer experience, HR, business transformation management, industries, that is vertical solutions, if there are any vertical requirements. Then finally, AI Joule. Joule is the AI tool. That is a very strong AI tool which can analyze your data and give you advisors to make your decisions better. So there's a BTP platform, we call it. That is, if we are to build any app, if we are to connect the SAP system with any third party, that is available. So BT platform is mainly for the customization part, or any add-on developments or anything like that. The BTP platform is available. These are latest technologies. So what SAP Business Suite say is that it serves all these layer of professionals in the company. For the CFOs, CPOs, COOs, CHROs, that is your HR, then CRO, then the CIO. When it comes to finance, how you can plan your finance and balance the growth and the profitability. If it is optimizing cost, then running resilient for the related to the supply chain, then how you can manage your talent and skill requirements related to HR part, then meeting the rising customer expectations with the CRO, then the CIO, modern AI-powered tools for the innovative part. So that's what a business suite says. You can see it is having different module applications and functional scopes related to buy, supply, then making, that is manufacturing area, selling area, and the finance, designing, maintenance, not only that, service, then the HR, people, and cross topics. So it's a very strong product as a cloud ERP. This is full SaaS product, software as a solution. And it has, as I already mentioned, AI foundation tools. Then it has no-code, low-code tools as well. If you are to build anything on top of the product, and it serves many multiple pre-built integrations and pre-built APIs as well. And so it's a very strong product, I would say, when it comes to tier 1 level. So these are some of the screens. These they contain KPIs, dashboards, real-time refreshing reports, and workflows. Very, I would say, user-friendly approach. And those days there was a myth that SAP is very difficult to implement. That is not the case anymore. They have simplified it maximum within 4 to 5 months. That's what say the implementation period is. So that is about SAP Business Suite, which is the tier 1 product. Next one is SAP Business One. This is actually their most popular product, I would say, for the tier 1. Not, tier 2, tier 2. SAP Business One is for tier 2, SAP Business One HANA. So it's very popular, I would say, with 102 million users, you can see, and over 82,000 customers. And this is a partner-driven selling process. So there are over 500 partners worldwide. We are one of them. We are the gold partner. Then there are localizations available for the countries, and it serves all tax needs of the country as well. And also partners are represented from different parts of the world also, and it is in operating from different countries, actually over 170 countries. So when it comes to SAP Business One, we call it as a big box product. Why? Because even with one user, you get all these modules. Okay. So if I start with management and administration part, where it happens, or the management part and administration, user setup, approval workflows, calendar management, Outlook integration, mobile interfaces, all that happens through that. Then accounting and financial, that is where your chart of accounts will be managed. Then your journals, your budget management part, cost management, payments and receipting part, bank reconciliations, then deferred payments, fixed asset module, all these are inbuilt. Then purchasing, you can start with purchase request and you can call for quotations, and quotation comparison option is also there. Then GRN part, purchase order, then AP invoice, three-way matching, down payment, likewise. Then landed costing, that is your import costing part, you can automate through the system. So when it comes to sales, again, you can start with opportunity, that is CRM, where you can record your opportunities in the system, and then it will be converted to a quotation, then it will be converted to a sales order, then even campaign management, blanket agreement for a particular period of time, then the sales order, multiple deliveries, return handling part, QA management part, then maintenance part, all those will be served through that. Inventory is mainly into item management part. It could be serialized items. It could be, items where you have expiry dates, lot items. All those will be managed through the inventory, multiple warehouses. Then price lists for the items, batch and serial tracking, then special pricing requirement based on the customer or the region, likewise, pick and pack option, all that. Then production and MRP is mainly into manufacturing. Manufacturing could be run through bill of materials, and MRP is mainly to plan the material requirement planner, we call it, that is to plan the manufacturing orders, that the production orders on one hand, on the other hand, the procurement. That is, if you want to plan based on your, it could be based on your sales orders, or it could be based on your sales forecast. You can run the MRP. So system will suggest you what are the items to be purchased to meet the demand on one hand, based on the available stocks. On the other hand, what are the manufacturing orders to be placed to manufacture the goods you want to meet the demand. Then project and resource management part is mainly if you are a project company, then project module is serves for you for that. That is, you can put a project estimate, and against the estimate, you can compare the actuals as well. And solution customization, I mentioned about customization. So it has customization option and integration options as well. And even UIs could be customized accordingly. So in a nutshell, this is about SAP Business One. It comes with the web client also. where you can log through the web client anywhere in the world. So when it comes to Business One, SAP Business One, there are 5 layers. Application is where you work. Then mobile, there are mobile apps available. There's an analytical layer where you can use to analyze your data. It is inbuilt actually. Then the database, finally, it could be hosted either on private cloud or on-prem servers. So when it comes to SAP Business One, there's a digital core available in SAP Business One. If you are into big data handling, it can handle any volume of data. Not only that, there's an analytical tool available in HANA where you can use it to analyze your data. Then cloud technology, if you are into IoT, Internet of Things, there are capabilities, it has capabilities. And if you want to use machine learning, capabilities, again, there are models available for that as well. So when it comes to SAP Business One, these are the mobile apps available. SAP Business One mobile app, there are 3 mobile apps. SAP Business One Sales mobile app, this is mainly for the field staff. Then SAP Business One Service mobile app, that is for the maintenance, maintenance technicians. Okay. So next product is Odoo. Odoo serves tier 2 and tier 3 actually. Odoo is a European product. They are from Belgium, founded in 2005. It's a very popular product right now, I would say. They have over 3,400 employees, and it's a app-based product. Everything is an app. Purchasing app, sales app, maintenance app, likewise. So there are over 16,000 apps available, and you won't believe 12 million active users are currently using that. And when it comes to Odoo, it's a full SaaS-based product. That is, with the user, you get the server space as well. You don't need to worry about that. It carries the lowest TCO, I would say, total cost of ownership. And it's a scalable platform. That is, if you are a growing business, then you can scale the business with the product. And onboarding is very fast, implementation is very fast, and it's flexible also. Customization options are there. So in a nutshell, these are the Odoo mobile apps available. You can see for counting, there are many point of sales, then help desk management, planning, even web development is there, the CRM is there, DocuSign is there, project handling. So likewise, it's a very strong product with multiple mobile apps. These are the modules available in Odoo related to sales, CRM, POS, then rental handling part, finance part, document handling part, invoicing, inventory management, and manufacturing, purchasing, maintenance, website management, I already mentioned, marketing campaigns, because Odoo is linked with all social media platforms like WhatsApp, Facebook. What you can do is, for example, if you want to do a campaign, you can prepare the campaign in the Odoo system and push it to the social media platforms. On the other hand, if you can get a WhatsApp business account purchase, and then you can link it with Odoo, where once you do these campaigns, whatever the leads coming in through the WhatsApp will be automatically synced to the Odoo system. So like that, it's a very, I would say, versatile and modern product compared to the other ERPs in the market. So it's we call it all the technologies in one platform. It has the shop floor management part, expense handling, mobile apps, point of sales, IoTs, then front desk management, inventory, then kiosks. All these are available with the product. It creates a lot of value. That's how we call it total lowest total cost of ownership compared to the other ERPs in the market. And all operations done, they say less than 90 milliseconds. That's what they say, blink of sort of a blink, because it's very fast. And it's integrated, as I already mentioned, with all social media platforms, and inbuilt business intelligence tools are available, and email marketing, all these, options are available. It's cloud native, so there's no additional charge to host it on cloud. So in a nutshell, that's about the session for today. So I hope the session is informative. And meantime, if you have any questions or clarifications, you can call me on my number, or you can email me, or in the sense you can write to me as well. So that's about from my end. Thank you so much.